Press play.
Replay, replay, replay.
You're watching Play Replay with Async. I want to talk about the latest thing that's going around on the internet, and that is Nintendo Switch 2. Will we get a Nintendo Switch 2 anytime soon? That seems to be the question a lot of people are starting to talk about, and it's something I kind of wanted to touch on, considering that it's kind of a popular issue, considering that the Switch is very popular. It's still popular today, even though it's considered old software and old hardware, but I don't know what they're going to do after they come out with it, after this system is done and over with. So I'm going to speculate on what they're going to probably do and what they could do. Of course, nobody really knows exactly what they're going to do. It's kind of up in the air. Everybody kind of guesses until there's a patent that gets released out there that Nintendo is trying to patent something. We really don't actually know what the deal is and what they're actually thinking of doing. So I have an idea that maybe if they're going to... See, the Nintendo Switch is very popular because it's mobile and it's a console. So if you have a console that can go mobile and just go anywhere, it's hard for them to make a new console that just stays as a console, considering that they don't have the 3DS anymore, and it's not, unless they come up with a new handheld system. It's kind of like, what do? You have to have a handheld for your console now for Nintendo. At least that's what I would assume. I don't know what they're thinking. They might try to go abstract and come up with something new, kind of like the Nintendo 64 was, or the Wii. I don't know. But my thing is, the thing that I would like to see is just do Nintendo Switch again. Don't be like Wii U, though, and market it horribly. But basically do a Wii, like a Nintendo Switch that is handheld. Like just basically make the same console, only make it better. Take everything that you have going good with this thing and take it and make more better graphics, better online on gameplay and all that stuff, better everything with that. Better battery life, maybe make it more like the screen, more you touch screen stuff. Maybe do something with the controllers so maybe that you don't have to take the controllers off to play like a Wii. That's kind of getting old. The handheld, I don't know. That maybe people like that. I don't know. But when I think of Nintendo Switch, I don't really want the Wii controller type of stuff. I don't really need that. I just want a handheld, and I want to be able to have a controller. So maybe include a controller in the packaging with it instead of taking the two side things off and actually making a controller out of that. I don't know. These are just things I'm thinking, because we have the Steam Deck out there. That's a handheld that seems to be doing okay, and I don't know what the sales is on that. I don't know how popular it is, but it doesn't need to have all the motion control, all that stuff. It just basically needs to be able to play the games that people want to play. Now, I don't think that Nintendo needs to compete with Xbox and PlayStation. I really don't see the point of that. They've never done that in the past, and I don't even know why they would have to start now. They could put out something with not as high of quality of graphics, maybe closer though, but not as high, and it would still be bought by a lot of people, considering that as long as it can play like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, stuff like that, and do it better and higher quality and all that stuff with better graphics, I guess. I think people would accept it and be happy with it. But I mean, the system is still going strong right now, and I don't really see this thing coming out for another 2 years at least. If they release one, it's going to be a while, because the Switch is still doing well. They're still making games for it. This isn't a Wii U type of thing where the console did bad and was marketed badly, so they have to get something out quickly. No, this console is doing very well. and they don't really need to rush to do anything right now. I mean, I understand that if they are competing with PlayStation and Xbox, they might want to have something a little closer or more akin to something like that, but I don't think that they're thinking that, honestly. I think that what they're going to do is they're going to release a console whenever they get around to it, and it's going to be like the Switch, I think, and it will be able to be. I don't know what they're going to do with it for the stuff that they need to do. It should be a console that you could that's handheld. I think that was one of the best parts of the Switch that everyone enjoyed. So if you just stick with the things that everyone enjoyed, I think you'll do well. I mean, I like to go on trips, and I can't play my Xbox on the road, and it's just not feasible to be able to, bring a TV, a small screen or something along and then plug it in and do all that stuff in the van or whatever when I'm traveling, like camping and going places. I can't do that very easily, but I can bring a Switch. And that's something that I've wanted to do. I haven't actually bought a Switch yet, which is kind of weird because I talk about Nintendo stuff. I enjoy Nintendo a lot, but I just never got, because I got an Xbox, I got all this stuff, and it's just, I still have my Wii U sitting here. So it's like, what do I do, and I just haven't gotten around to getting one. The games are great. I've played some of the games actually through other means. I haven't played it like, I haven't, bought a Switch, but I actually played it with other people and stuff. But the games are great. Mario Odyssey, that's one of my favorites. I think that was a great Mario game. And Tears of the Kingdom, I still haven't played. So, yeah. But I want to get one, I think, just to have anyway, even if it's outdated and, they stop caring about it. I still would like to have a Switch loaded up with a bunch of games and stuff and have all the main stuff that I want on there. Because they have a lot of games that I like on Switch. But I would say that if they do a new console, they should do it more in the line of Switch and kind of have everything better. And for games, I think that what they're going to do is they're going to continue to make you rebuy the games that you already had, because that's what they've done in the past, and I don't see Nintendo changing that because it's a business model that seems to work for them. So they're just going to make you rebuy, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild for the new system, and they're just going to do HD upgrades maybe. I don't know. They're going to have an e-store. They're probably going to have all the old Super Nintendo games and Nintendo 64, GameCube games maybe on there. I don't know. That's what I would think that they would do with this new console. And I think that they would basically make you buy everything. But there is something that I wanted to point out that I've thought heavily about. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't buy a Switch. Because I was kind of thinking that they were going to eventually make the Switch be able to play Nintendo 3DS games. Because that's kind of what I was waiting for. That's mainly the reason why I held off on the thing. I'm like, well, this is your handheld now. And you have 3DS games out there. But your 3DS system, I realized when it started, you had 3DS running alongside the Switch. But now the Switch is the main thing. And I don't see too many people buying 3DS games. So why are you not making it basically able to download 3DS games? Because I don't think you could put the cartridge in. I don't know. Anyway, so it seems strange that they're not doing this. I think that this is one of those money game things that they're going to put out a console, the next one. It'll be handheld. It'll have better graphics and everything. And it will play 3DS games. That's probably what will happen. I don't know if it'll play the cartridge of the 3DS or just download it. I don't know. I would think that they would want you to download it because then they could get more money out of you. You'll rebuy all your games. This sounds like a Nintendo business plan. I mean, I really would like to have a Switch to be able to play Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds. The Nintendo 3DS one, that was one of my favorite Zelda games, and my wife, she finished that game in a couple days while I was at work. All of a sudden I come home and the game is finished. I'm like, wow, you really, because we played that on the 3DS. That was our biggest 3DS game that we played the most. So yeah, that was one of my favorites. And the one I played a lot as well was Super Mario 3D Land on the 3DS. Now, both of those games would be awesome on Switch. I understand there's dual screens, and I don't know, they could find some way around that. I don't know. But my point is you could really do well to put those on a Switch. I think a lot of people would enjoy that, to be able to play those games. I mean, you've already done some GameCube games you brought over, and there's DS games that you can download. But for some reason, Nintendo 3DS is the one that's missing out. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they have some on the eShop for the Switch right now. Maybe this is a newer thing that they're letting you download some games, but I haven't heard anything about these games being released on the Switch e-store or whatever. So it's just something that I always think about. I'd also like them to do upgraded versions of Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past for the Super Nintendo. Maybe Mario Sunshine. I actual keep that on there. I don't know what's going on with that, but they stopped selling the cartridge game, whatever. I don't know. And that's like $100 now if you look at it anywhere else, because it came in a 3-pack. That sucks. I don't know what you're thinking, Nintendo. And then a lot of people, I've never played this, but a lot of people want Super Mario Galaxy, those games to be on there. Maybe a new one of those. I don't know. That would be kind of cool, I guess, because I've never played it. I'd like to try it. I'd like to see them upgrade and remake the graphics and everything for Super Metroid. That was a Super Nintendo game that was awesome. That was a great Metroid game. I always thought that was a good one. And like I said in the past, I'd like them to do all the Zelda games and just upgrade the graphics and remake them so they look good, so that they all kind of look similar to the Nintendo 3DS Link Between Worlds game, like that type of Zelda. So that the graphics look like that. That would be awesome. Or the Link's Awakening game that they did remake for the Switch. Also, I'd like to see Diddy Kong Racing. That was a Nintendo 64 game. I used to love that game. We played that with just to death, me and my friends. But I don't know if they own all the rights to be able to do that. I don't know, because there's some characters that I think from Rare that are in that game. I don't know. But that would be cool. But anyway, that's my thoughts. I don't think that they're going to do it for another 2 years or so. I don't think they're going to release anything new or whatever. But the system, Switch is still doing well anyway. So I don't want to talk forever about this. Tell me what you think in the comments section. Do you think that they're going to release it sooner or later? I don't know. What do you think that they're going to do for the console? What do you think they're going to do to make this thing even better than the Switch? I don't know. It's just something I've been thinking about. I figured I'd talk about it. So anyway, leave a comment in the comment section below, and like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.